My name is Roger Rugi, and I am a mentor with the Pathfinder Resilience Program. Now, I'm here today to talk to you about your heart and something that is a unique medical breakthrough that took place in 1991. The Institute for HeartMath discovered that there was electromagnetic activity happening between our heartbeats. Now, forever, we've had EEG and EKG that show us ba-boom, ba-boom, and we can measure that and determine cardiovascular health. But could we take that a little further? Is there anything else that we could do? The scientists who got together and formed HeartMath were wondering, what is it that happens between heartbeats? And it turns out a lot. We have a sine wave that is present during our heartbeats. And when it is a coherent frequency, it looks very smooth, like a wave on an ocean gently rolling along. That shows us that our heart is experiencing coherence. Now, I'll explain why that's important in a minute. If our heart is not coherent, if it was incoherent, it kind of looks like the jagged lines of a seismograph during an earthquake. It's kind of all over the place, and you can tell right away, it doesn't look so good. And you'd be right. It turns out that when we have a coherent frequency, our heart is signaling the brain that our world is okay, that we're safe. And then the brain signals the body, hey, we're okay. We don't need stress chemicals like cortisol. We need DHEA because we can be relaxed. Our environment's safe. Everything's good. And that affects everything in our neurology. Our body, our mind, and our spirit, they come online when we are coherent. And what's magical about this is very, very simple techniques can absolutely shift us into heart coherence. And I am talking about a few minutes a day that could set you up for parasympathetic restoration for hours. This is a nice counterbalance to all the stress that we're under. You know, many of us are human doings. We're very seldom human beings where we're really just relaxed, right? And because of that, because of all the stimulation and the stress in our world, we're pumping cortisol into our bloodstream. Now, cortisol is not our enemy. We have to have a little bit of that to be up and ready to go for our day, but too much of it begins to break down our body, our mind, and our spirit. And so this is about putting some money back in the resilience bank account. Now, I've talked to you about low-hanging fruit when it comes to building resilience. Number one on that is always sleep, but a close second is this right here, doing HeartMath techniques to build the best coherence we can. Now, why is this important to have a coherent signal? In our heart, we have something called neurites. There's about 40,000 of those, and they're very similar to the neurons in our brain. Here's something we've actually known since the 1800s medically, but we've never really acknowledged it in modern times. It's actually a well-known medical fact that the heart receives information from the environment and then signals the brain. And it's either going to signal the brain with a coherent signal, everything's cool, good, life is excellent, or incoherent signal, whoa, there's some danger in the environment, whether we're making that up or not. Could be just a perceived danger, right? Because we're under so much stress. And then the brain is now signaling the body with the stress chemicals, and we begin that breakdown process. Most of us are in that incoherent frequency most of the time. So the techniques that I'm going to teach you are all designed to bring us into parasympathetic restoration, to build powerful heart coherence that then signals our brain that everything's okay. And even when things are happening, we're in the eye of the storm then. We're centered, grounded, balanced, able to navigate the adversities of life with so much more ease and grace. And so I've been a Resilience Advantage trainer with the HeartMath Institute for some time. I'm a certified trainer with them, and I'm going to be bringing you some of the best techniques. Now, there are multiple techniques, and depending on what's going on in your life, you can pick and choose the one that suits you best. One really doesn't work better than the other. What I want you to do is find the one that you love so that you'll practice it and practice it on a daily basis. You can not overdo this. There is really no limit to how often you can practice. And the thing I love most about something like this is it's easy, super simple, and don't let simple fool you. In this case, simple is powerful, literally profound. And I do not ever expect you to believe a word that I say. But what I do expect, friends, is that you put it to the test, that you give it a try and give it a real try so that you can feel for yourself the changes taking place. Now, I'll let you in on some technology that can measure this. If that's of interest to you, you can do that. But really, we can just get in tune with our body, things that are happening in our fingertips, our lips, different places on the body that tell us we're being parasympathetically restorative. I'm going to give you those clues too, so that you have a tangible way of measuring if you're actually having an effect on your body. And you're going to notice by doing a little bit of these techniques on a regular basis, profound change. That's not hyperbole. I'm not here to try to pump you up. I'm here to inspire you to try this and prove it to yourself and then share it with as many people as you possibly can, because the world could use a whole lot more balance these days. Wouldn't you agree? All right, friends, you're going to see a series of videos after this. You can plug and play at any point in that process, whatever catches your eye, go there. Start where you're inspired to start. Make the practice a daily, and you're going to be putting a lot of money in your resilience bank account to help you navigate the adversities of life and build powerful capital in all areas of navigating adversity. All right, friends, I'll see you at